So now we're back at the next podcast. We're in the same clothes.
We're back. I have the same beer.
Mine is getting awfully low, but I will manage.
I'm sure these people waited longer than they
5
just
seconds.
didn't listen to them right in order, probably.
Well, they're not going to be able to because I'm going to post them like a week.
Oh, shit. You guys will never know.
Except for that I said it.
All right. So we're back. We're talking about, this time we're talking about the doll grave, for lack of a better name, of.
Yeah. I mean, people just call it the doll cemetery around me. But again, couldn't find anything on Google about it.
Yeah, there's very little online, which
there's no address.
Makes it kind of cool. No, and people looking for it, Sandiston is not actually where it's at.
It's like in between Sandiston and the next town. Yeah. Whatever town that is.
Yeah. It's very close on the same road, but it's not actually in Sandiston.
And this is also New Jersey, because there's another Sandiston out there.
Yeah. North Jersey, even. Because you never know. You know that South Jersey copies North Jersey a lot, so they probably
I don't go down there because they're dirty. Dude, I stick to my kind.
That's just, I figured you would fit right in South Jersey, being from Florida.
I'm not from Florida. I'm from Newton, New Jersey, which is North Jersey. I grew up in Florida for like 11 years.
Yeah.
That's where I got my weird from.
South Jersey of America.
I got like another country in America is where I grew up. Like Florida's not even like the same fucking. That would be a cool spot to do some weird New Jersey shit, because they do have a weird Florida, but I never looked into it. I'm sure it gets wild. I'm sure it gets fucking crazy down there.
Yeah, I wonder what.
It's probably just really weird shit. I mean, there's a lot of weird shit. You think
it's all just incest stuff?
I mean, I'm sure there's some of that. I'm sure plenty of it's probably Klan shit. I'm sure some of it is tons of ghost stories and stuff, because the South is full of ghost stories and voodoo and.
But we've been up here a lot longer. I mean, maybe not Florida.
Florida's just an odd spot.
Shit's been settled here for longer. As far as if you went and looked all the old...
I'm sure there's Indian stuff in Florida, like Indian burial ground.
No, nobody was here before 1492 when Columbus discovered America.
And he was like, what are you fucking brown people doing here? This is my fucking house.
I think he brought a couple with him. All right. And then they fornicated and made a bunch of them. And then when he came back,
he's like, that's not why I brought you here. You're supposed to build this shit for me to live in.
Exactly. And then he had to fight him.
So fight him. He's like, you guys do it.
He's like, I created a monster. There was nobody here. It was just the buffalo.
So the doll cemetery. That one was actually creepy. That one, there's no lights on that road. Like
middle of nowhere.
The road is barely paved. The whole thing is it's sketchy. The whole setup. And I've never seen a cemetery that was just surrounded by a chain link fence. Usually it's like a fancier looking get up, but it's like a chain link fence with 50 to 60 graves, something like that. Maybe 100 graves.
I never even would have found it if coming the way I was coming from.
But you saw my car.
Well, yeah, you were parked there, but like, I don't know, the way I was coming, it was like off to the side. I think you drove kind of at it the way the road turned a little bit.
Ended up on my right side. I was passing it when I saw it. I was like,
yeah.
What the fuck's this chain link fence doing here? That's actually what I saw, the chain link fence. I was like, that's weird. And I noticed like 2 graves in the background. I was like, holy shit. Otherwise, yeah, I almost drove right past it. It's a little hidden gem of fucking weird shit.
A bunch of obelisks shaped for your butthole.
Yeah. Like tiny ones, big ones.
And
I sank in the ground multiple times too. So imagine how bad TJ would have sank.
Dude, we should have gone there just Friday the 13th. I bet hands would have come up out of the ground and pulled us down into the graves.
That would have been nice. Just fucking end this reality. I'm over it.
They would have fucked you with their Skeletor dick.
That's better than going to Clinton Road. Like, this is so much more eventful. I have something to talk about on this podcast. I remember it got weird too, because like The cemetery itself is just odd because a lot of the graves are like there's not really any new graves, so it's like I don't understand who exactly is buried there. Plus, you were saying obelisks are more meant for not the average person. I thought they're more
I
supposed to
don't
be
think so. I think it's
like masons, like
yeah.
Freemasons and shit.
That's what I think.
Which I'm sure there's plenty of them around this area, but it's just weird. I think I forgot what it was, but it was like I think maybe 2013 was like the last, like the newest grave I think I saw.
I mean, that's fairly new.
That's 7 years ago.
Let's look up what obelisks are supposed to mean.
While you do that, I'll talk more about how weird the cemetery was. There was a rotten, what you call it, like a horse apple that was like in the middle, and there was no trees for it. Thought that was odd. My foot kept sinking. Like the graves were just like how you had a lisp. But yeah, I don't know. The ground, it was weird how like the graves they felt like they were sinking in. And then the doll grave, the way it's placed almost seems like purposeful because it's in the back and dead center of the cemetery. So it's hard to miss. And it's just covered in shit. I kind of want to go back and leave something too. We should have brought something.
I know. I said that, but
we didn't.
But we did not.
We'll go back and bring like if this ever blows up, we'll bring a business card. Clip that there. No update on the obelisks.
Well, I'm getting some. I mean, I'm trying to look at what the meaning is. Obelisk symbolism from ancient Egypt to modern America.
This is a lot.
Freemasonry obelisks symbolism.
I was right
that
about
was
the
the first thing. Obelisks are erect phallic penis symbols related to Egyptian sun god Ra. The four sides of the Washington Monument are aligned with the cardinal directions, i.e., east, west, north, and south. At the ground level, each side of the monument measures 55.5 feet in width, which is equal to 666 inches.
Is it really?
Each side, the height of the obelisk is 555.5 feet, which is equal to
6,606. I don't know.
66 inches from the ground to the apex is 555 feet, but underlying base extends down 11 feet. You do the math. 111 feet. 666 feet. This is the exact ratio of King Nebuchadnezzar's golden image, which was 90 by 9 feet to 10:1 ratio. Christians, I don't know what the fuck that means. Christians have the cross, but Illuminists have their phallic obelisk. The latest grand fall U.S. obelisk symbol representing the sinister power of the global Illuminati elite. Elite. Because I was looking at elite already. So.
Wow. Sound like you just fucking died in the middle of your sentence.
It's just a stroke. Settle down. Is the One World Trade Center replacing the old Trade Center in New York? The architectural wonder is exactly 1,776 feet tall featuring the Great Pyramid in its design. This evidence that the satanic plot for world government has existed for millenniums.
Where did you get this?
And is penetrate. I'm on DuckDuckGo. And is
but what's the source that you're reading from?
Perpetrating from generation to generation by occult organizations. So basically, it's a Masonic
penis.
No.
It says it's phallic and penis shaped, which makes me wonder why. When I said, "Wouldn't you want to sit on that?" and you're like, "Why would your mind go there?" I'm like, "Why wouldn't it go there?" It seems like the obvious joke, and you try to make me feel ashamed for my joking.
Because it was kind of
I think it was a baby grave.
Homosexual thing to say.
It's also weird that it was a baby's grave that had that symbol.
No.
I thought it was a kid because I mean there were small ones.
Yeah, the kids have the little teeny ones.
Yeah,
Perhaps the
why?
most intriguing of all Bible passages is our text verse from Revelations 13.8, which identifies the man of sin, the coming Antichrist, with the number 666. The Bible says 666 is the number of the man. Not just any man, but the beast.
So the
That's
mark of the
weird
beast.
that they wrote it that way.
I want to know what source you're on.
Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666.
Yeah, just listen to fucking Iron Maiden. It's in the beginning of the song "Number of the Beast."
Now, if that is not strange enough for you, then consider the most poignant symbol in America next to the cross of cavalry is the Olcott Washington Monument overlooking our
We're
national
back on that.
nation's capital, which stands 666 feet tall and 666
Have you seen the guy?
inches wide.
Do you ever watch your Mom's House podcast?
No.
Okay, so there's a guy that they've been bringing up. He has a YouTube channel, and all he does is talk about phallic symbols. And he has a whole thing about, I think it's Detroit. I think it's the Detroit airport,
Uh-huh.
whichever one has like a stallion out front. It's like a statue. He goes into like all this shit. He talks about the Obama flag and how it symbolizes like the devil and phallic symbols and gay marriage. I think you're on his website, is what it sounds like.
Does he talk about Obama phone?
Obama phone?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Wow. I was on American Digital News.
I don't know if I trust that source.
This sounds like factual shit. All right. I think they're probably trying to get out of here.
Yeah, probably. So I guess that was the Doll Cemetery. You can watch that episode. It's fun.
So Doll Cemetery, besides having this, they have a lot of obelisks, which are phallic symbol graves, and I think they're probably Masons. It's a little Mason town out there.
Probably. That
And
sounds
they
right.
burnt this girl to the ground as a sacrifice for their Masons to take over.
Mm-hmm. For the 666, because they're men and who are beasts.
We need to go back and measure how tall these fucking...
Obelisks are.
Yeah.
Just to make sure they could fit in your colon.
To see if any of them measure 666 in any way. Maybe millimeters. Maybe they're 666 millimeters tall.
Maybe they're like just enough for it to be divided in the way to make 666.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
If you can fudge the math in any way to equal 666, we'll take it.
As long as I know the devil's involved.
Exactly.
Oh,
It may
this
be
fucking
fake ass.
podcast.
It might be fake ass Masons, you know what I mean? They didn't even size their shit right.
I'm really glad that it's been so difficult to get this podcast to happen, and then it happened by accident tonight and was never on topic.
Hashtag symbolism will be their downfall.
I'm gonna go home. I'm done. I'm gonna go visit the obelisk.
I feel like I got a text from somebody probably being like, yo, we gotta...
Can you get the fuck out of our restaurant?
Yeah.
Like, no.
All right, people. There was no echo on this fucking 2 episodes, so yeah.
And check out, Have You Ever on Free Thinker TV.
Have you ever? I'm gonna take him rappelling. Still, I think I mentioned that in the last one. It hasn't happened, but
Eventually it'll happen, yeah.
but we're gonna do it. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And
Toodles.
if you have any good things in our area, at least for now,
Northern-ish Jersey to Central Jersey or the surrounding areas.
there you go. Let us know, and we'll go check it out and make fun of it for you.
Yeah.
Tell you that it sucks.
Doesn't always have to be scary either. It could be gay.
Or something that you think is going to make Preston freak out. Like I think try and step off of the thing is going to be scary.
What, the repelling thing?
The platform to repel.
How high is it?
Pretty high.
I'll probably freak out.
All right.
Spoiler alert. I'm a bitch. I don't like the idea of getting hurt.
Not many people do, but I'm just a knucklehead that knows how to deal with fucking that kind of stressing out. So,
but you wouldn't sit on an obelisk. This is where we differ. End this before I
Touche.
ruin what career I may have in the future.
All right.
Bye.
Later.